Today it's time to work on part 3. As you see, I've got my part 1 already finished. I picked a guitar playing chords, and I notated all my chords. They look like snowmen. They're correct. Then I added my bass line. This was step 2, which is just the root of every chord. And that is all finished, so I am ready for part number 3. And I'm going to add a new track and another software instrument. This time I would like to pick something like maybe mallets, something that's kind of different. We'll go just a marimba, or maybe a glockenspiel might be nice. Then I'm going to close this to make sure it goes away. And what I'm writing this time is the chords that I've already written on beat blocks. So I know my first chord in the 12-bar blues is a C. So I'm going to use that chord that I built on C, and it even shows me on the back where the note lies in the lines. Could not be any easier, right? So I am going to just build that, and notice I'm not really going to use whole notes though, because I didn't have whole notes on my blocks. Those are actually quarter notes. So I'm going to do my quarter note pattern, one after another. And that one's flat, and I don't want it to be. So I'll raise it using just the arrow up and down. Can raise the pitch as well. Okay, and I know that I wanted that to go for 4 measures. So there, now I have this. It's called an arpeggiated melody here. And I can do the same for F. I'm going to do the pattern that I made up on F. I did an F, an A, C, and an A, and that's going to repeat for 2. Okay, I can, if I want this to be the same pattern, I can just option drag my C pattern back. If you want to be clever though, you could come up with a different pattern for C. Here's my G pattern, which I'm going to keep exactly like I did on the blocks. Quickly drop that in. And then here's F, but I kind of want to do a different pattern rather than just have it be the same quarter notes. I'm going to change up the rhythm because it's kind of by the end. So I'm going to do F, and then I'll do quarter notes just to make it interesting. Change it up a little bit. A, C, I don't want a C sharp. There's my C. And then here for my final C chords, I'm going to do just a whole note for this C. And then I'm going to make this longer. And then I'm going to use the G of that chord. I'm not even using the root in this measure, just because I want to hear what this sounds like. So then if I go back and listen, we'll hear it all put together. And there we have it, 3 parts all put together.